to my channel. This is week 2 of my vlog of HCG Patches with Nature's Body. If you watch my last vlog for week 1, I'm down 2.3 kilos, which is awesome. This is my 4th round. So in the first 3 rounds, in 7 months, I lost 26 kilos, and I'm now wanting to lose another 8 kilos to get to my goal weight of 75. And it's week 1, 2.3 kilos down. Very excited. So today I've got work all day. Try and get this lighting right. So I'll show you what I'm going to eat today. I don't have time to weigh myself to measure myself today. I like to do it once a week because you do have massive changes each week. So that is really exciting to see how many centimeters you've lost. I will do that tomorrow morning when I have time. So this morning I actually stalled. I haven't lost any weight. I'm not quite sure of the reason, but it could be that I didn't drink enough water. I only drank 1.5 litres yesterday. I ate to plan, nothing wrong, it's just the way it is sometimes. So I'll flip the camera around and I'll show you what I'm going to have for lunch today at work. Alright, so I've got my 1 litre water bottle. I got this from Kmart. It's so super cute. And I do have a goal where I try and drink this whole water bottle in between my my shifts. So I usually work like 2 hours or 2.5 hours and then have a break, and then 2.5 hours or 2 hours and then have a break. So I try and drink 1 water bottle each time I'm on the floor at work. I'm going to have this. I get 2 breaks today, 2 half-hour breaks. So I usually drink half a can in each break. As you've seen in my first video, it's really super delicious, low calorie. And this is the mixed berry one. I haven't tried it yet. I love that it's got probiotics in it too. My first break, I'm going to have the Vietnamese noodle salad. I took some of the noodles out, especially since I stalled this morning. I don't really want to be filling my belly up with more fibre. So I took half of the noodles out, so I'm going to have that. And then for my second break, I've just got that roast chicken that I cooked up yesterday in the air fryer. So I've got about 120 grams of that raw, it was, which is about 95 grams cooked. So they are my meals. I finish at 5 today, and then I'll come home. I've got some roast beef in the fridge. So I really liked the cauliflower mash that I had yesterday for lunch. I'll show you a picture actually. So you can, that I had for dinner last night. So I think I'll probably have cauliflower mash, and I'll just bring it up for you. Here we go. It was so good. So I think I'll probably have that again tonight for dinner because it was just so easy, so delicious. You can find the recipes on my Instagram for the cauliflower mash. It's just literally cauliflower and stock powder in some hot water, and then microwaved in the microwave, and blitzed up with a stick blender. So hang on. I'll show you what I'm having now as well. So I'm having some collagen. I'm just trying this collagen out. It is expensive. I just wanted to see, Jazz Hand recommended it as well as Riley. I just wanted to see how it whether it really makes my skin glow and makes a difference. I do like that it has the vitamin C in it as well. It is expensive, as I said, so I'm just trialing it for a month. So far, I'm maybe halfway through it. So far it seems pretty good. Yeah, my skin seems glowy, but it could also be HCG because I always have really great skin and look vibrant on HCG because it's such a clean diet. I'm going to have some potassium this morning, my hair, skin and hair and energy tablets. Highly, highly, highly recommend these. So cheap. You can get them at Priceline. They've got iodine and zinc in them. They just make your hair grow so long and strong. Highly recommend. And iodine's really good for you. I also really love these. This is just a liquid, and 1 dropper I don't know if you're going to be able to see. Oh yeah, there you go. See, you can see it's liquid. 1 dropper full is 100 milligrams of magnesium. So it's just so easy to just put this in my electrolytes to add extra magnesium in, which I'm always low in. So that's really good. Totally love that. I got that off iHerb. I had 2 lots of electrolytes this morning. I had this electrolyte just to get my hydration levels back up and get that sodium in as well, magnesium, potassium for cramping and stuff. And I'm having my Mason's mushrooms in my coffee this morning. So I'll just flip you back around. So that's me for this morning. I'm going to finish getting ready and head off to work. And I'll check in with you guys tonight, I guess, and show you what I made for dinner. Bye. Hi guys. So today is Tuesday. It is day 2 of week 2. And I've missed a little bit of vlogging, so I'm just going to catch you up. So last night after I came home from work, I was really quite hungry yesterday. So the second patch didn't really seem to catch on enough for me, I don't think. Ended up having 3.5 litres of water, which is a lot. I came home last night and I had dinner straight away. So I just had the collie mash again and roast beef, just something really quick and easy. And I ended up having 2 herbal teas after that as well to satiate me. And a handful of sugar-free gummies as well. So I woke up this morning and I am down 150 grams today. So that's definitely less the last 2 days, 100 grams and then 150. It's a lot less than the previous week. And so I can only attribute that to really, because my eating hasn't changed, I can really only attribute that to not having enough HCG in my system. Only having the 1 patch on when I changed over to just 1 patch. So what I did today is I put another patch on and I felt fine today. Like, just haven't been as hungry and have felt really satiated and not thinking about food all the time. So that's really good. That's obviously something for me that I realize I'm going to have to wear 2 patches, at least for now, to make this work for me on my 4th round. If you're having any issues like that as well, I suggest putting another HCG patch on like I'm doing. So I feel finally okay this evening and not like really hungry. So what did I have today? Today I had 2 coffees because it's quite cool today. I just felt like I wanted more hot drinks. So I had 2 coffees. They were the one was a Before You Speak coffee which already has MCT oil in it, and I added 50 mils of almond milk to it, unsweetened almond milk. And the second cup of coffee was an instant, and I added almond milk to that as well. Next I ate was lunch, and I had fried cabbage with some roast chicken on it. Then I had some more roast chicken. I had a barbecue chicken in the fridge. I had some of that as another snack. I also had a fair bit of water today. I had just under 2.5 litres of water today. And then for dinner, I ended up buying the roast of the day at work again, which today was roast lamb. So I had some roast lamb and I had some broccoli with it as well. I definitely didn't eat as much because I just wasn't hungry. So I thought, well, I'm not going to eat. So I had about half a cup of broccoli and about 100 grams of roast lamb and brought the rest home. So you're all caught up for Tuesday. I didn't do any meal prepping today or anything like that because I don't need to still. I've still got some roast beef there. I've got a heap of roast chicken. So I'm still going to be fine for a couple more days. And I'll do some meal prepping towards the end of the week, probably on Sunday when I get a chance. So yeah, so I'm going to sign off here and I'll update you in the morning with how my weight loss went. Hi guys, so it's lunchtime now and I'm going to have this simple salad with some chicken, and I've just made a second one for lunch tomorrow at work. And for breakfast this morning I had a chocolate protein shake with a bit of coffee in it. So that is breakfast and lunch on day 10. So here I'm just making up some of my Easy's bolognese mince, and I've got 500 grams of mince there, along with about a heaped teaspoon of minced garlic and the same of the mixed dried herbs. Those herbs are the same ones that I use on my Greek salad, and it really just gives it a lot of flavour and just kind of adds that Italian Greek kind of flavours to it. So I'm just browning off the mince here. I don't use any onion in this because I just want it to be really quick and easy, and also onion is quite high in carbs, so that's the reason why I've not added it into this one. In my other bolognese mince recipe, I do add onions and mushrooms to it, and it's one that takes a little bit longer, and sometimes I add spinach to it as well. This one I just wanted a quick and simple one, so it's just literally mince with a couple of flavours, and then you'll see in a minute that I'm just going to throw in some sweet chilli sauce. That sweet chilli sauce is the one from Low Carb Emporium, and it's the good sauce one, so it's sweetened with stevia. It's really nice. I think it's about 6 teaspoons I've put in there, so just show you there. It's low carb, no sugar. And my favourite providore sauce there, I've decided to go with a grilled veggie one. I've got what's left of the grilled veggie there, and then I'm going to throw in the chili one as well, just for some extra bite. So the recipe normally is about, for every 100 grams of mince, I do 100 grams of sauce, and each jar is 400 grams. So I added in 500 grams of sauce, and I think it was roughly 1 teaspoon of sweet chili sauce per 100 grams of mince and sauce. And I'm just going to let that sit and simmer just to emulsify all the flavors, and just turns out really nice, and it's so super quick. So what I'll do once that's all ready to go, probably simmered for maybe 15 minutes I'd say. I've just got my scales there, and I've got my containers ready to go, and I just simply put the container on the scale and just divvy it out evenly. It was about 150 grams per serving for this one. And that's it. That's done. I think it makes 500 grams, 5 meals. Easy as that. And then I just throw it together with some, I think you'll see later in the week, I just heat up some cabbage noodles, and then after I've cooked down the cabbage noodles, I just throw this in the saucepan after to heat it up, throw it all in a plate or a bowl, top it with Parmesan cheese and a little bit of basil, and you're done. Such a quick and easy meal. Hey, so as you just saw, I just prepped up some more of the Easy Spaghetti Bolognese mince. It's really, really nice. It obviously it depends on what sort of bolognese you like. It's like a sweet and spicy bolognese. So I'm planning on doing a few things with that when I use it up, which I'll show you along the way. Also today for lunch, you saw the chicken salad that I made. And you saw that I prepped a chicken salad for tomorrow for lunch. And for dinner I had lamb chops, which I cut away all the fat from. It ended up being about 85 grams cooked. It was a bit high in fat, but I wanted to eat with my family and eat what they were eating, so I had that. And they had like smashed potatoes and veggies, and I had sweet chips. So it was really yummy, really filling. So that was my dinner today. I had some electrolytes, I had some collagen, I had a handful of sugar-free gummies as well. I felt pretty satisfied today, just quite thirsty. As I said, I had 3 litres of water. So that's today. So tomorrow, I'm not going to get a chance in the morning, I don't think, to run you through it. But I've got a full day tomorrow. I'm going to be at both jobs, so it's like a 9 till 9 day. I've got which is really good for HCG because you don't eat as much and you don't need to take as much with you. So it's really easy. So I've got, for breakfast, I'm going to have my electrolytes. I find when I have the protein shake in the morning that I'm actually hungrier than if I'd fasted and just had electrolytes. So that's an interesting observation. So I don't want to get hungry because I don't know when my break's going to be tomorrow. So I'm going to have electrolytes, and I'm also going to have a before you speak coffee with some almond milk because it's got the MCT oil in it, and that's still classified as fasting, should be, because that all should be under 50 calories. Not that it really matters a whole lot, but that should keep me going until whenever my break is, whether it's 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock or whatever. First break, I'm going to have the Asian chicken salad that you saw me prep up today. In my second break, actually, now that I think about it, I don't get a second break. Okay, well, I've got biltong in my bag for when I'm driving in between jobs. If I'm hungry, I can have some of that. I'm also going to have a neck spa, the probiotic mineral water. Then for dinner, I've got leftovers from the club the other night, which is the roast beef, no, it's roast lamb actually, and broccoli. I've got some herbal teas ready to go in my bag, and I think that's about it. So that's my wrap up for tomorrow, which is Thursday, just in case I don't get time to vlog it, which I probably won't. So I was just looking back over what I did vlog today, and I realised that I didn't update you with my weigh-in. So I don't know, I think I might have spoken about it last night, but I've been quite hungry. On Sunday and Monday I was quite hungry. And I'd only had 100 gram losses. And I realised that really coincides with only having one patch on, so I put another patch on. Today, 500 gram loss, so back to normal, which is really good. So I'm going to continue with the 2 patches because I want to make the most of this round and lose as much as I can in the time frame. At the moment it's 4 weeks. I might extend it to 5 weeks. I'll just see how I feel after the 4 weeks and where I've weighed in at. Ideally now, I think I want to get to 72 kilos, which is really 3 kilos less than my original goal, which is really doable. So anyway, we'll just see. Good morning, guys. It's day 11 today. It's Thursday, and I just wanted to show you what I'm making for breakfast. As I said to you yesterday, I walked you through it, but sometimes it is easier to just see what it is. My weight loss was 100 grams this morning, so it's a loss. It's just not as much as I usually do. I was a little bit hungry yesterday, definitely not feeling as satiated as I was the first week, where I just wasn't thinking about food. So tomorrow I put I reset my patches. So I'm going to put 2 full strength, like 2 whole patches on, and see how I go from there, because at the moment it's like I put a patch on and then a day or 2 later, I can't really remember when, I put another patch on, and so that it's not like a consistent 2 patch strength in my body. So I've just put an appetite control patch on today because I didn't want to use all the HCG patches and not use them properly. So I put an appetite control patch on today because I had some already. So we're going to see how that goes, because I've got a full day today and a full day tomorrow, and then I can change the patches and I'll put 2 on. Okay, first up is coffee. I'm going to have the Mocha Glow today. I really like these coffees. They've got MCT oil in them. They've got coffee bean, obviously they've got collagen. This particular one does. The Glow does. It's got biotin, it's stevia flavoured. As you can see, the macros are really good. And they taste really yummy. They're perfect for work and when you're out. I'm just going to put some mushroom powder in, about that much, maybe a little bit more. And then fill it up. These are really nice, black. You can drink it black, like I normally can't drink black coffee, but you could drink this black. But I'm going to put a little bit of almond milk in it. So as I said to you last night, this is 16 calories for this one. Generally the rule of thumb is your body will still fast if you consume less than 50 calories. Now the mushrooms aren't going to have any calories in them because they're just a supplement. Here's my electrolytes. I've got that ready to drink in the car on the way to work. I love the energy ones because they've got caffeine in them, and this is better than drinking a cup of coffee, honestly. Like I'm not pinging, but I'm just really alert and awake after drinking it. And the mango one is so delicious. It tastes like a mango smoothie. And it is 0 calories, 0 carbs, and it's just got your electrolytes in it as well as caffeine. So I highly recommend that. It's really yummy. I do take this other one which I've shown you before, and that's really good too, but the flavours and the extent are much better, and I like that there has caffeine in it too. So yep, now let's go over to my meals today. As I said to you, I've got that chicken salad for lunch or my break. This is for dinner tonight. It's a leftover roast lamb and broccoli from my work the other night. I've got my next bar, and I've got one of these wafers. These are really yummy. They taste like Kit Kats. I don't know, the macros aren't on this. No. But it's 2.5 grams of carbs. Oh, here, no. 2.5 grams of carbs, 7.5 grams of fat. So it is a little bit high in fat, but if I can fit it into my macros every now and again, as I said, the last time I had one was last week. So, and my 1 litre of water as well. I put some stevia drops in it. I put apple and blackcurrant today. So that's my food for today. I don't think I'm going to get hungry, but I do have protein bars in my bag in case if I'm in dire straits and I'm super hungry and I need something and I'm going to die. So yeah. This is the milk that I use. Even on keto, this is the one I use. I find that this is the creamiest and the milkiest one, and it's really low in calories, so 50 calories for a whole glass of milk, and I just put 50 mils, maybe not even less in mine, so it's like 10 calories. Protein's pretty low as it would be with an almond milk. Carbohydrates is really low, really low, 0.8 for a whole glass of milk, which is really yummy if you're wanting to have a sweet drink which I haven't done yet, but would be totally doable on HCG, is this avalanched sugar-free drinking chocolate. It's stevia sweetened, and that I've had it in previous rounds before, and it's really nice. No nasties. You just mix it in. I put maybe 2 big heaped teaspoons in, and for that there's 0.3 carbohydrates, just nothing. You just mix it in with a cup of milk, heat it up, and it's really yummy. So highly recommend that. I just get it from Woolies or Coles. That's my fave. Good morning, guys. It is Friday, day 12. I'm just sitting here with my bulletproof coffee because today is the planned cheat day. Not cheat day, but day where I'm most likely to go off plan because of an event which I knew was going to happen. And during this 4-week round, I knew that it was the one time where I only had one event. So I thought, yep, this is the best time to do it. So today I'm going up to Brisbane. I'm not sure if I mentioned that or not. Going to the Mind Body Spirit Festival because I love that kind of stuff. I've been very much into well-being and spiritual stuff for most of my life, actually. This phase of my life is completely different to how my whole life's been, really. I run a crystal business, an online business. I've been doing it for 4 or 5 years now. Used to do readings. So that's really been my whole life, the internal stuff, dealing with that I never really felt like I fit in life. And it's only just since losing the weight that I've sort of had this change to the external now a bit, where I'm coming out and being more social. There's my belly, my puppy. So, yep, I'm going up there with my family. The home improvement or renovation show's next door, which is really great because my family do renovations.
Good morning, guys.
So it's always really nice to
Saturday
go and
today,
see what's up
so
there.
it is
And I'm really
day
looking forward to a day with my family
13 today?
in Brisbane.
Yeah,
I won't be able to show you
yesterday, as you know,
like
I went to
video
the
what I
Mind
end up
Body Spirit
having.
Festival up in Brisbane.
But I might take some
And
photos and I'll
I'll put some
insert them
pictures
so
here
that you
so
guys
that
can
you can
see what I
see,
eat, and I'll talk about it tomorrow.
Me there, and also what I ate. So I had, as we were driving up, we stopped at a service station and my family got McDonald's for breakfast/lunch. There was a Nando's there, so I ended up getting Nando's because I've seen quite a few people on social media get Nando's and it works really well. So I ordered the Mediterranean salad, and it was amazing. Like, probably one of the best salads I've ever had, to be honest. It was really, really good. It was like the lowest fat one that I could find. And you put your own amount of dressing on, so that was really good. So I had that, and so I got that, and then I ate it just before we went into the festival, which was about midday. And then I didn't have anything while I was there. I did try some samples of some X50 products, the green tea stuff, and I found one it's a brand new one. It's really nice. I'll show you guys if you like. It's really nice. And I just had a Coke and a bottle of water while I was there, and then we went out for dinner after. So at about, about 8 o'clock, I'd have to say. 7:30, 8 o'clock. I had dinner and we went out to a surf club, and I ordered the chicken breast with greens, and it came with potatoes, but I said no potatoes, please. It was a little oily. I didn't really think about it too much that the greens were stir fried in an oil, but you can't control everything. and the chicken breast did have a cream sauce on it. So I did scrape some of that off. So yeah, I mean, in hindsight, maybe a steak and salad would have been better, but I just didn't feel like it. So this morning I am up 150 grams. It could be due to the carrot cake on Friday. It could be due to the cream, like just overall too much fat yesterday. It could be due to not enough water, because I only drank about 1.6 litres, 1.5 litres of water yesterday. So it could be due to that. I'm not sure. It's just one of those things. I think the combination of either may have stalled me or put my weight up. So you just keep moving on. You know, we have these days, and this was the one day that I planned that I was going to eat off track. Some more. So today, so last thing for the next week, spaghetti bolognese, because it just worked really well for me. That I prepped the other night. They're both really delicious. Cabbage noodles. I've also got some roast chicken types. Now, like if you can't find them at your supermarket, and today after work, I'm going to go and get another out of those packs, the roast low chicken. In fat, or if it's high in fat, like see if there's a skin on it that you can obviously be taking off before you eat it. Also look for the sugar, the fat, and really about it. Like I try to make sure there's not a whole lot of ingredients or a whole lot of numbers as well, but that's totally up to you. It just makes it so much easier that I've got it all in the freezer ready to go. I've probably got about 3 days worth of food still there, which is really great. So after I buy this meat, I'll have that all sorted. So I'll show you today what I end up having. Right now I'm just having a herbal tea. I bought some really nice herbal tea at the show yesterday. It's a coconut truffle one. No sweeteners in it, just all flowers and herbs and stuff. It's got blackberry leaves in it, coconut, and a few other things that they mentioned. And it's really nice and sweet and yummy. So otherwise the red seal teas are amazing. You can get a few flavours here in Australia, and in New Zealand they've got a really wide variety, and they're really nice because they're sweet and stevia, and they're just beautiful. Roast beef. So with this cauliflower mash, today, and I'll show you what I end up having for lunch. 200 grams of cauliflower, and dinner I'm going to be at work tonight, so container. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. 50 mils. It's too far ahead. One teaspoon of chicken stock, and then 50 mils of water mixed together to make the stock. Poured that in, put this little silicone thing over it, nuked it in the microwave for 2 minutes, 1.5 minutes, until it's nice and soft, and then I just blitzed it up with a stick blender. That is literally how easy it is, and it's really nice. And I am just going to stick that on the plate. It's not going to be very fancy or anything. And 200 grams makes a really good amount, like if you're quite hungry. We'll get the rest out in a minute. Really good. That's the roast beef that you saw me cook up the other day in the air fryer. It's like 100 grams or something, and it just turns out really nice. Like reheated, just turns out really nice. That is literally like the photos that you see on my Instagram. That is it. Cauliflower mash and roast beef. And how like quick was that? 1.5 minutes in the microwave. This one in the microwave. If you don't like microwaves, you know, heat it in your air fryer. This one you can do it on the stove, I guess. This was like 30 seconds to heat it up and done. Easy peasy. So that's my lunch today. Hi guys, it's dinner time now. I've got to go to work, so it's 4:30. So I'm having spaghetti bolognese with the cabbage noodles. So I've just thrown the cabbage noodles in the saucepan with a little bit of water, and I've just let them steam down until it's wilted. And then here's my spaghetti bolognese that I prepped up the other night. Just going to heat that up in the same saucepan and have that for dinner tonight. So I wasn't, let's see if you can, yep. So I wasn't hungry today at all. I had 700 mils of electrolytes, my collagen water, so that's about 300 mils, so that's a litre there. I had a litre of these new green tea. Hang on, I'll get them. They're the new X50 ones. They just came out last week and I got them at their show. They've got collagen in them and mushrooms and green tea. Let's see what else they've got in them. They've got broccoli extract in them too, lion's mane mushroom, stevia, chaga mushroom, and a few other things by the looks of it. They taste really good. It is forest berries flavour and it's really nice. So I got some of those and so I had a litre of that today as well and a cup of coffee. So all of that liquid and my lunch, which you saw earlier, and now dinner tonight. So yeah. Also, I think maybe the reason why I'd put on a little bit of weight was, as I said, due to the lack of water, and also that I just needed to go to the toilet because it had been a few days. It's funny how my body, like, once I have a whole day at home or almost a whole day at home, my body's like, okay, now we can go. We've got time. So that's really interesting too. Yeah, and also just talking about it as well. That time of the month comes and goes when I'm on HCG. I really find that when I'm losing the fat, the hormones get released out of the fat into my body and it sort of messes with it, and it's now sort of all over the shop. So I had it in the beginning a little bit and now it's come back again. So that could be why as well. It's a little bit heavier. Yesterday, I think it was. So that could be also why I've got a little bit of weight on, because I put 150 grams on. Not that it's really anything at all, but yeah, just some tips and tricks for you guys. Like, you're on a journey as much as I am.
It's Sunday today.
And these are just the things that I'm finding along the way. So if you're in that situation as well, then don't stress.
150 grams this
might be that time of the month. Your body might be trying to hold a bit more water.
Not as much as I would have liked.
Might not have drunk enough water.
When I weighed myself this morning, though, first of all, I was down.
So, yeah. All right.
350 grams. But now it's saying 150, like an hour later. So that's interesting. Doesn't make sense because I haven't done anything. I'm just going to have some collagen. You can't really see it, but it's just the Genora that I've been taking. I'm just going to have some of that, and I'm going to have some coffee as well. I just got this one from Woolies. I've been wanting to try it for a little while now, the vanilla one. So
looking forward to that. Last night I went and got some more meat to air fry up today, so I'm going to be doing that. And so now I'm just going to have a collagen, some potassium because I'm a little bit crampy in the legs. That's the potassium that I take. And sit down and have that, and then I'll start cooking the meat up, which I'll show you a little bit later. I thought I would just show you guys my coffee, because when I say I'm just going to have a coffee, you probably don't know what that is. So it's just my normal coffee that I normally have, and I normally have it on keto as well. The only difference is that so that's what I do when I say I have a coffee. I use this when I'm on P2, which is the unsweetened almond milk, and I use a tablespoon of cream if I'm on keto. So it's just literally the coffee. Instant coffee.
Alright guys,
this is my sweetener that I use. It's the monk fruit sweetener. You get all of this at Woolies and Coles.
So I got,
and I just use 50 mils of the almond milk.
Different to the one that
roughly.
I got last week, because I didn't see this one here. Now, looking at the macros, which I'll show you in a minute,
unless
this one
I
has
specifically say that I'm having a bulletproof coffee, then it's the other
original one was like 7.5 grams of fat per 100 grams. And as you'll see here, this one is 3.9. So I don't know, they look the same cut, they look the same amount of fat. So I'm really not sure. The carbohydrates are the same. The sugar is a little higher in this one, because the original one was 1 gram of sugar. Although this is a bigger serve, 125 grams, but if we have a look over here, it's 0.4 of a gram more sugar, and that's because sugar's a bit higher on the list. But there's not a lot of ingredients, and I love that they used olive oil as well, not some canola oil or some crap like that. So I thought I'd give this one a go. South American style, sounds pretty nice, and I got as close to a kilo as I could, 912 grams. Last week was 750. I got the same chicken as last week because it's really easy. There is a macro one, a free range that I was going to get, but it's got bones in it. And while I'm doing this, I just don't really want to be dealing with bones and the weight of the bones and how much chicken are you really eating, because you've got to pull it all off to get a real good idea. So that's why I just went with the boneless. I got as close to a kilo as I could. It wasn't on special this week. So that is roughly it's $35. $35 for both of them, which, my meat for the week, I'm really happy with that. And in case you didn't watch last week's vlog, there's the macros on this. It's really not bad at all. Happy with that. I didn't have any weight problems, I don't think, due to this. And there's the ingredients. Sugar is down here. So yeah. So just preheating the air fryer. You would have seen me do it last week, so I'm not going to show you this week. Roughly it's 40 minutes, although this is a bigger cut, but we'll go 40 minutes 180, 40 minutes 180 in the air fryer. Two separate cooks, obviously, they're not going to both fit in. Out on the board, ready to be portioned out. And now I've got my roast beef in here. It's a bigger cut than last week, so we'll see how we go, but it was a bit too cooked last week, so I think 40 minutes at 180. 40 minutes done. Let's have a look.
Perfection. So this week I did a little bit less chicken. I actually tried to do it more accurately. I think there's about 100 grams of chicken skin. So that leaves 1 kilo roughly of chicken. I wanted to try and divide it up into 10 portions, 100 grams raw. This is at 60 grams cooked, and I've got 9 serves. So I'm not going to be too fussy. 9 servings is fine. So
I completely forgot to show you the roast beef out of the air fryer, and it was really yummy too.
I thought I was.
Didn't have much shrinkage, and I made 9.5 meals.
So they're all about 60 grams each.
Just trying to make a few
60
more
to 65
this
grams.
week. So nine servings.
Yeah,
so that's all done.
That's 9 days worth of
so
chicken.
Quick.
And then the beef
my roast
will
chicken
be,
and
so
my
I
roast
usually do
beef
chicken
for
for lunch or dinner, and then beef for the other one. So that's that.
So I've just prepped up my salads for tomorrow and Mondays and Tuesdays lunches. It's just literally lettuce,
I just whipped up a quick
red
salad
capsicum
for my salads. I didn't have any
a little bit of
lemon
olives to
like a
make
lemon
it
and
salty,
MCT oil
cucumber.
one. So what I've done
I've
is
added
the
in some
old
nutritional
school
yeast to just make it a little
thing
bit
that used to
cheesy, and some
be-
mixed herbs to make it like a
put
Greek
tomato and
style.
cucumber in and onion.
No tomato because I think
so
it'll
it's
just make it too soggy.
It's usually
and then I've just shredded the chicken over the top.
50%
and then this
brown
is my
vinegar,
lunch
50%
today.
water with sugar is the old school recipe. So what I did is in this little cup, I've got 2 teaspoons of brown vinegar. I've got sweetener to sweeten it to make it not bitter. I probably put half a teaspoon, maybe, or a bit less. And then I put in 1 teaspoon, or a bit over 1 teaspoon of MCT oil. So the vinegar will dissolve the sugar and make it sweet. So it'll be like a bitey but sweet. And then I've added my MCT oil to just have that extra fat for the day to keep me fueled and thinking clearly. Because we're on such a low-calorie diet, the MCT oil really helps you with brain fog and to give you extra energy. I almost forgot to show you guys my dinner. So I had some spaghetti bol in the fridge, and I just got half a green capsicum, de-seeded it, and then put it in the air fryer and cooked it until it was nice and brown, as you can see on the outside. Then I put the spaghetti bolognese inside it, guys.
and I made this really yummy cauliflower cheese sauce, which I'll
just to
put the
recap,
recipe up on my
this week
Instagram.
I lost 1.1 kilos.
And I put that over the top, and then I baked it.
I'm a bit
for maybe
disappointed
10 minutes
about,
until it was
but
nice and
at least I
cooked
know
and
why.
brown.
It's because
And then I topped it with a little bit of
I need to
basil
be having
and
2
some
patches
Parmesan
on,
cheese, and that
for
is a little
round 4.
tiny bit of feta on there.
So I'm really hoping that next week will be a better week for me. So that is a total of, it was 2.3 last week in week 1 and 1.1 this week. So that is 3.4 kilos in 2 weeks. I'm very close to my goal now, 79 kilos, and I want to get to 72. So 7 kilos to go. 75 was my original goal, so I am only 4 kilos away from that goal. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed coming along with me this week, seeing what it's like to live a week of HCG. And if there's anything else that you'd like to be seeing that I'm not showing you, please let me know in the comments, and I'll include that in the following videos. Alright guys, chat to you soon. Bye.